Mic check, mic check. What's kicking, family? Mr. Batch here. You there? I'm glad you've clicked in so I can check in with you. All right. This is about the Detroit Lions, one of 10 new head coaches in the NFL. A whole bunch of them have been promoted from within and from around the NFL. They're not going to go to coach fiasco. The reason I say fiasco, because they had a coach in Atlanta. My man broke out in the middle of the season. You had Nick Saban down there in Miami, and he broke out and went back, and he's doing work at Alabama. Then you got Crazy Lane Kiffin, who had his little brouhaha with Al Davis out there in Oakland, and he's now in Tennessee. All right, the Detroit Lions for the 2009-2010 season, 2010 season, coming up is like this. They've been in existence for roughly over 75 years. They've got about 12 players in the Hall of Fame. For me, the most famous one is Barry Sanders, who was inducted in 2004. The most successful coach that they had was Wayne Fontes with 66 wins. Now, let's see what Jim Schwartz is going to be able to do with the Detroit Lions. In 2009, as you already know, they went 0-16. Here's a couple of stats from 2009. Points, 16.8 per game, and that was ranked 27th. Total yards was 268.2, ranked 30th. Passing yards was 185, 24th rank. Rushing yards, 83.2, ranked 30th. Look, Detroit has no place else to go but up to become successful, to become the team that, I used to love watching them on Thanksgiving, because, they had some exciting plays. They didn't really make the playoffs too often, but they had plays that I had liked to watch. Now, let's get down to the business of the team once again. Normally, your first 3 draft picks may be, the first 4. But a lot of times your first 3 draft picks are the ones that you look to see make some sort of, if not an impact, some sort of contribution to your team. And this is who the Detroit Lions have. And look, guys, you got to watch and see what they're going to do this year and see how they contribute to the team to pull them out of the Golden Sombrero. Can I say Golden Sombrero for the 0-16 last year? Somebody correct me on that. All right, as you know, with the first pick, they had drafted Matthew Stafford, a quarterback. Then with in round 1, pick 20, they had Brandon Pettigrew, a tight end. Round 2, pick 1, was Louis Delmas. He was a cornerback. And they got an interesting one for me here is this one. Round 3, pick number 12 was DeAndre Levy, an outside linebacker. So those are the first 4 guys that they drafted. And let's see, what kind of contribution that they're going to make. Now, as far as the win-loss records, this is what I'm going to drop this preseason before the season starts. I'm looking at them picking up 1, 2, 3, 4 W's. Yes, I said 4 wins. And I'm going out on a limb. Hey, can't lose too much. Who could have predicted a 0-16 season? The wins that I have called here for the Detroit Lions is Week 9 on November 8th, and that's Detroit at Seattle, and that's a head-to-head against another rookie head coach, and that's Jim Mora Jr. over in Seattle, and we'll get to him later in my series. The next win that I have for them would be Week 11, November 22nd, and that's Cleveland at Detroit. Whoa, another rookie head coach head-to-head matchup, and that's Cleveland Browns with Eric Mangini. I'm going to do one on him later on in my series as it follows. Okay, that's the second one. The third win would be in Week 15, Arizona at Detroit. Yes, I'm looking at an upset of Detroit upsetting the defending NFC champions at home. Okay, and the last win that I have for them is Week 17, January 3rd. Chicago's going to be at Detroit, and I got Detroit pulling off the W. So that's what I got here, folks. I've got Detroit with a 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. 4 wins and 12 losses. That's the way I look at it. If they get any better than that, that's gravy. If not, so be it. But that's what I say now in the preseason. This is Mr. Batch calling it for Jim Swartz and the Detroit Lions with a 4-12 season coming up.